Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? We continue our lessons here on etymology and the presidents of the United States. And the next one, not just presidents, but our political leaders. But let's do the next president that's on the list. We did President Jr., so we're just going to go ahead, and we've already done William Clinton. And so we're going to skip him, and we're also going to skip Bush Sr. just to go down the list a little bit quicker. Yes? Because like I said, we've already done William. And the next one, like I say, is Ronald Reagan. Now, Ronald Reagan, I was in the Army when President Ronald Reagan was in office. And I was in Germany at the time. I can remember hearing him say, "Tear down that wall." And shoot, I was there when the Challenger crashed. I can remember watching that live there in Germany. And Ronald Reagan, he was a very charismatic type of a president, a type of a person. A charismatic type of a person. He came from Hollywood. Correct? He was an actor. He was a movie actor, much like our last president was. I mean, they both did TV and movies, right? They influenced the people and were in the people's faces on the televisions and movie screens before they became president, correct? Both those people did. Now, Ronald Reagan, was governor of California, if I believe, first, though. Now, with Ronald Reagan, he was portrayed as a very strong leader, like a John Wayne character. And, he was fighting and bucking the system, even though he was making his money from the system, from Hollywood and this type of things. A little bit different era back then, though. Just giving you a little bit of history of when I was in my early 20s, late teens, was when this gentleman was president. And there was a great recession during the time. That's one of the reasons why I joined the service. There was just no jobs anywhere. And things were a little bit tough. So I joined the service. Now, if we take Ronald Reagan's name and mirror it, because as I said in the last video, witchcraft is in many places. It's not just in politics, it's also in Hollywood, on our TVs, and in our entertainment industry. This gentleman came up through movies, Bedtime for Bonzo. And he was a movie actor, like I said, then went into politics. So let's go ahead and mirror Ronald Reagan's name, correct? And we can see that his name mirrored is N-A-G-A-E-R, capital R for Ronald, which, air. So if we broke this down into parts, we can see it says Naga, air. We know what air means, a mistake, right? We're going to look at the dictionary and see what kind of examples the dictionary uses for air. But let's first go look at Naga. Some of you might even know what that word means. I did not. I had to look it up. And as there is no N-A-G. Oh, well, there is nag. We all know what nag is, when you constantly nag somebody. But if we just kept on going instead of just nagging and do N-A-G-A, just mirroring his last name, our president, we can see that this word Naga means I'll read that out loud. A member of a race of spirits recognized in Hinduism and Buddhism that have mingled superhuman and serpent qualities, are genii of waters and rain, and live in a subaqueous kingdom. Watch the waters. Watch the waters. A Hindu mendicant of any various sex. And then we've got Nag, which is also a cobra. Snake, a cobra. I believe President Trump had a cobra staff, saying, "You silly fool, you knew I was a serpent. You knew I was a serpent when you let me in. Of course I bit you." It's just a coincidence that President Trump had a cobra, walking staff, casting spells with the serpent, with the poem saying, "You knew what I was, you silly fool woman." So, President Reagan's name backwards is spelled Naga. And Naga is a member of a race of spirits recognized in the Hinduism and Buddhism. And the Hinduism, what is President Obama shown as? Shiva. What is in front of CERN? Shiva. Is that part of the Hinduism? I believe it is. They're part of a superhuman and serpent qualities. This is just a coincidence of the reptilian people, leaders, serpents, snakes, ruling the populace. It's just a coincidence, okay? There's no need to get all crazy about it, because it's biblical or it's political. And if it is political, then none of this stuff makes sense to you. If it's biblical, it makes a lot of sense to you. Now let's go look at what the definitions of air are in the dictionary, which is right, where is it? There is a lot of them. Air, but E-R-R, just E-R-R. Why can't I see it? E-R-R. There we go. And up times here it says, following a word, it's like a prefix. And then the first one, the first definition of it is to turn aside from the proper path, stray. All we as sheep erred. That's from John Wycliffe. And B, to go about aimlessly and wander and roam. To deviate from the standard as of wisdom, morality, accuracy. But they also use another Bible verse down here. To violate or to accepted standard of conduct. Sin, offend, if you err and do not observe all these commandments which the Lord has spoken. Err. It is just a coincidence that our political leaders and presidents' names have biblical meanings if you believe that there is a spiritual battle going on. Otherwise, there's no problem. You can just take everything at face value and say President Ronald Reagan was a great president, a great movie actor, and a great person that was able to get you to believe whatever he said, either on screen or behind a podium.